Actually, it was a very hectic one because of the pause we had, and I welcome you back to Inspire Broadband presents Valorant Skirmish Cup Season 2, brought to you by Instinct Productions and Inspire Broadband and IGC Hub. But now, something kind of shook me if I think about it, because the information we have been provided with of the first game because of the internet issue is that an upset has already gone down because apparently All Stars have lost the first map of Bind against No Idea, as the match MVP certainly is looking very close if you think about 19 to 14 to 2 and 12 assists of a difference. But what I really want to see is the scoreboard of the entire game, actually. Like, what the hell happened inside of the game? Because once again, NID is definitely a very dominant team, but at the same time, All Stars did have their fair shares of disconnections. So that's somewhere I do kind of want to draw the line, but then again, I'm not able to because a lot of players of All Stars were not able to perform. But kudos to the players of NID as they really showed no mercy to the opposition. So All Stars, they definitely are the favorites of the night, but NID might just become the up and coming favorites if I think about it, because once again, the players of Untitled are definitely gonna be expecting the players of All Stars to take a revenge of their own. But NID is like, hey, what if I have a similar story of my own? So it's a 13 to 8 as a map of Bind went in favor of NID. I have to admit, that's kind of insanity, but at the same time, All Stars, they might as well be out for vengeance now against the players of NID. And NID players are just showcasing they are the real deal, as they do not want to take any form of contestation on their competition and on to be count themselves as the champions. They want to be the one who wants to fight against Untitled tomorrow, or it's not even tomorrow actually, the day after tomorrow, even the day after, on 24th to be exact. But I'm pretty damn sure on 2023. No, never mind. I'm talking about the grand finals actually, not the third position. What the hell? Okay, never mind. So that's some information I did not quite know. But anyways, so the grand finals are gonna be hosted on 23rd, but we're still not done yet. All Stars, they still have one more shot to bring it back and probably push it to the third map. I'm not quite sure if the game has started already, but Haven is definitely a map where All Stars players are extremely strong on. So no idea. Needs to have idea on this particular map. Otherwise, they will have a problem. But then again, they have also played this map, as we are going to be having another look onto the map bans, which will be popping on your screen. And there you have it. Bind already went in favor of the side of NID. Haven is technically a last stand for the side of All Stars. I'm pretty damn sure the players of All Stars were confident enough to like wrap it up, but now they're on the back foot. Sunset may even see the sunset tonight, because this probably is going to be a very long night for me, at least, as Aggie was here yesterday with me being sick, but now the guy has examinations, so it is technically gonna be a one-man show from my side. But then again, the one-man show needs to be from the players' side as well. But I'm not expecting that because, frankly speaking, the players of All Stars and No Idea, they do kind of rely on each other. While Untitled, again, very much gifted players from their side, but sometimes Rosa just shines like the the Hellis comet, perhaps. Even though Hellis comet's not that bright, more than our sun in the solar system. But that's something we'll have to figure out on the upcoming map if All Stars have what it takes to move up forward into the third map, actually. Again, NID, an amazing show. All Stars, come on. You are technically a defending champion here because you have gained reputation in your days in XCLE and so on and so forth. Even though a lot of players are definitely not players from XCLE, but then again, they have been picked up by the players of ex-XCLE players. So that is where I do want to see where they're going to be able to take the drag on again. All the players of All Stars are definitely not the players of XZ as I said, kind of beating around the bush over here, because I do not see Zolo Crazy and a lot more players, even some veterans from back in the day. But then again, we have seen a couple of roster swaps here and there, and not quite a lot of organizations actually participating this time around. So technically, the teams we are having here, even now, they're technically standalone teams. They're just representing themselves. So it's kind of sad that we do not have any reputed organizations to give shout outs for. But here I am, just waiting for the game to start on the map of Haven, as I technically have my messenger going ting ting ting. But I'm pretty damn sure it will just start in the nick of time. But I just hope it doesn't take too much time, and I'm pretty damn sure the players have sorted out their internet issues as well, because they definitely need to contact Inspire Broadband to get the best connectivity, because they have had their fair share of disconnections, especially Hermione and you did. And I'm pretty damn sure there was another player from the side of No Idea as well, but I can't quite recall the username of the player. But yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. Not quite sure where to go with this, but then again, has the game started by the way, or not? Okay, so the agent pickings are gonna be there, because I was thinking how long will I have to burn, because time burner is also in the game. But then again, he technically was a very strong factor for his team. So no surprises there. The brimstones really popped off on both of the sides, but Haven, I do believe this is gonna go down to the raw gunfight mechanics. Again, the players of All Stars are indeed gifted, but No Idea are no exception. They really can turn the tables around even when the odds are stacked against them. We have seen them winning a lot of eco rounds as well. So All Stars, we better make sure that the stars stay ignited. Otherwise, No Idea will simply become the black hole they fear, and they will just gulp them in. And maybe, just maybe, it will be No Idea who will have the honor from themselves as the champion, even gulping in Untitled. But then again, that's a distant future, as we are going to be getting into the game, as we have the agent picks on our screen. Some changes will be here and there, but then again, I'm not quite sure if these will stay, because at least from the side of No Idea, it does make a little bit of sense, but I can't remember if I've seen Udit playing a Sentinel before. Hermione definitely can, and obviously have the flexibility to play any agent sort of does missile, but I'm not questioning the flexibility here from any of the players, but it's just a new face to me. Even when I think about it, Dream 1 and Metul have been fragging out pretty much consistently. And Udit is known for playing that Neon, and I guess No Idea was expecting kind of the same, but instead we do get to see a Reina and a Jet on the composition, a usual OG composition, while No Idea has a much more strategic one with a double Sentinel composition. And never mind, as I was saying, I definitely was kind of confident that Udit will not be playing Chamber. Instead, he will be having that Neon of his own as well.
Watching
So
here.
let the fracture start as the gallops roll in. Players start to fight in isolation, and the fractures go in. Udit will get the secondary, as Arya and Misa are also able to capitalize on their own, but Metul will be getting rid of Udit out of the equation. Looks like the players of All Stars are definitely
Last
pissed about
player
the previous rounds
standing.
of the disconnections, as they are not taking any form of prisoners. Metul though, but he is able to isolate the fights on his own regard. So this is kind of amazing if you think about it. Now they are playing together, and now they will indeed find success. All Stars. It was a messy round for them, as even though we couldn't quite witness what happened, but the clutches did pop out here and there on both of sides. Now All Stars, as they have taken the lead, they might as well want to keep it for themselves as an ID. They have found their frags, as Metul is able to go for a half shield to at least take the gunfights in a much more favorable fashion. But I do doubt that, considering there are two snipers available, the Outlaw and the Marshal. So applies to the Bulldog as well, as they will definitely take Metul down with one headshot. Maybe he'll survive those Spectres, but I actually forgot how much damage the Spectre does to a headshot in
Careful here.
at its full damage, or should I say in the closest proximity. But this time around, All Stars try to play it passive, as an idea will have to
Turret
make a
down.
space for themselves. They are taking their sweet time, as Missile has deployed quite a lot of utility to get information on the attackers, and they might as well get it. Uded able to capitalize, even though that was not the player who was stunned. The information has been relayed as they just know there are players inside of this vicinity, but Time Burner giving it a view that's gonna be amazing because they now have a gun in their hand.
Spike planted.
One. It's definitely gonna be wall bang on the distance. He's pretty much 1 HP, no escape available. Not quite sure if he has any dashes either, but then again the Cove with pretty much a heroic play. Did not expect Arya to be there along with her.
One enemy
And
remaining.
Hermione, for that matter. And there you have it. Pair will go for the cleanup duty. 3 players taken off as the players of All Stars. Not a huge loss if you think about it, because now they can definitely recover the comparatively secondary weapons if they were available from the attacking side. But I do wonder if any of them were playing with anything but classics. No. All of them were playing with classics actually, so that's there. But at the same time, NID. I do want to say one thing out loud. That is, they definitely will take a lot of attention from a lot of players and a lot of organizations as well, as they have and are showcasing what their capabilities are. All Stars does have the momentum, but NID does have the opportunity to stop it. As Uded will see a couple of players flash, but then again, will be able to get one and escape as the time goes by. That's one Vandal off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Probably a Phantom, actually. Never mind. But I do wonder if the players will take it away to risk it not being recovered by the defenders. And then that's gonna be a huge if. But the smokes are really giving the attackers the coverage to do exactly that. But this is not something they're looking forward to. Instead, they want to take this fight head on, trying to punish Udit for the war crimes he just did. But they are looking a little bit shaky because they're not able to find that much confidence. Going for the angle clearance
Spike
while
down.
not carried alongside as Arya will take full advantage of that. The players of All Stars
Take this.
start to tingle with the brains of the opposition
Last
as they're
player
just taking off
standing.
frags. One by is out of metal now. All wings are curing, and now there you have it. He's just gonna play Call of Duty in the game of Valorant. All the players of All
I feel
Stars,
good.
this is a shopping
weird.
spree for them because they technically have recovered all the weapons from the opposition except for Missile, who will be sticking with that particular Outlaw because he was pretty distant. So no gifts for him, no Christmas gifts for him. But even then, NID still have what it takes to bring themselves back on the board, but I do wonder how this is gonna go down the line. We do see the expressions of the players as we have camera set up for tonight and for the grand finals. The attackers will not take any prisoners, but they'll let the dash inside the objective. The dashing will definitely harm them and punish them.
One enemy remaining.
Triple as well.
Spike
Demon.
down. C.
Spike available. We'll have 8 bullets in the Headhunter. It's gonna be challenging to say that they do that now. And the call-outs are gonna be there as well. And all of China will definitely gonna be here in the meantime, but Demon 1 will punish Judith for being cocky there, but finally it will be Hermione to punish. As the half-buy round kinda worked out for the side of NID, but All Stars able to keep themselves up actually on these particular rounds, not taking any risks. And there's a very much high possibility that this time they are extremely angry that they could not take the first map. The defending champions are certainly pissed. Actually not defending champions from this particular tournament, but overall. But we do have Covenant still playing under an organization and it's popping off. Hermione able to get rid of Demon. Might get on. Does have the operator, so the cover is definitely gonna be there from the side of Uded. Not from Uded actually, it's gonna be from Hermione, his long teammate. Don't even need to make contacts anymore. I'm pretty damn sure about just that. Dream. Trying to go for a very brave picking his operator, but I'm pretty damn sure they were not expecting it. 2v5 as they are kind of falling apart at this point. I hate to say it like this, but it's just not other way to say it. Spike is still under attacker control. They do have the flexibility to go for a plant, but Pair does have the paranoia, and he can definitely go for a hero play, but it is gonna be none other than the breach using the utilities, and now Pair will find one, look for the second as well, and there you have it. He's gonna find that as well, as they were kind of playing in super close proximity. Now they're sharing these orbs so that they can allow Hermione to have the ultimate available, up and running. 5-0 as NID. Yeah, they're starting to lose momentum. They did lose one on the first map, so kudos to them. All-Stars, they're just looking ruthless at this point, because think about it, they have taken it another flawless round on their opposition's full buy. This will definitely force the players of NID to go for another eco, perhaps. And yeah, that's not gonna be very pretty if you think about it. The cheaper weapons certainly can be useful in some certain scenarios, but the problem is the scenarios need to be created. I'm pretty damn sure All-Stars will not allow any form of circumstances to allow that, as the combined kills they have is actually less than Pair himself. Now they're just popping off heads one by one, not taking a prisoner, but who am I getting? Demon one. A demon. The demon. Finally able to get something of his own, but Murid kind of playing with his food now. Ardab, however, does have a proper control, but the spike is a no man's land, and Hermione can definitely punish this, even though we get to see missile on the face cam of Hermione instead of Hermione himself.
Last player standing.
Murid. One more, and now Demon just is stuck in an island, and now all the players are just playing with their food, and the Demon, he just didn't have any choice. Hermione was showing off the gun barrel to make him a little bit greedy so that he can bait him, or maybe bait a couple of bullets of his. Even though you definitely was not the person who got the kill, but All-Stars are really showcasing what form of merciless or doom they can actually bestow on their opposition, on their prime, on their best ones. Will be dispatched, but none of them will connect from any of these duelists. Kind of a potato fest right there, but this is not gonna last. Another full buy from the opposition. Demon, I think he is using the Tour de Force. Yes, he is. They're just waiting patiently. A wall bangs. I'm gonna do some damage, but it's gonna be Pair who will take it instead. The problem for the defenders, however, is that they do not have a healer. Actually, never mind. Who am I kidding? Even the attackers don't. I forgot they are not playing Sky. But Arya, to get rid of Dream 1, not a good game for him, because usually we see Metul and Team 1 just going neck to neck as duels. This time, Team and Arda are yet to find their openings. They're just evolving and tiptoeing away one by one.
30
Clock
seconds
is
left.
just going down. Missile might be on the books here. Oh no, bad timing to be let go of the scope. Unit is on the run. Time Banner able to get one, Demon able to get two of his own, and now this is looking like a very winnable round if you think about it. Look, the attackers do have map control. Demon, good shots I have to say, but Demon is pissed as well, as the Demons will be summoned with the Tour de Force available. 6-1, but even then, All-Stars does have a pretty handsome economy. They won't even have to ask for a discount in the shop of Valorant. You know, I've always thought that, imagine if we had a discount in the game.
That works.
I don't know, maybe Riot is gonna lose or run out of ideas one day, and maybe they were gonna be having one operator who will just give you 10% discounts. I don't know, that's just a hypothetical thing. Please no, don't. Because that definitely is gonna be breaking the game, but we do have a lot of fair share of agents who did break the game the moment they were introduced. Chamber, I'm looking at you. Pair able to get two for the price of one. for Arya. Now, we're starting to make the rotation, but Udad
Spike
will be
down
making
mid.
sure the spike stays where it was. Ardab and Dream 1. Very tall task. The pressure is really starting to get to them, but they are able to find their openings. 2v3, locations revealed. Problem is they don't have the spike, and it's in no man's land. They are clearing out the angles very
One
carefully,
enemy
not taking
remaining.
too much gunfights, but you will be able to
No
find
charges
one.
left.
Dream 1 able to find the answer for that, though. 1 to 2. Needs to find the clutch, but you did. It's just extremely calm on these situations. It was a 6 to 1, but maybe a 7 to 1 actually. As All Stars are just creeping away with the second map on the very first half. NID, they did make a lot of jaw-dropping plays against the side of All Stars, but looks like when it comes to the game sense as a whole on this particular map, they are on a pretty difficult spot because this is the home ground, the home turf. All Stars not able to find too many answers.
Revealing area.
7 to 1, but still very much gonna be able to find their own regard. Shots will be dispatched. Dream 1 with a double, and now they'll be able to take some control inside A side. But now the players of All Stars, they're also making rotation, a very proper one if you think about it, because now they have the position to take their own double kills, and they will do it with team play. As Ardab and Timeburn are the last players to make it. Ardab actually, yeah, 1v3, and I don't really see this happening in his favor. I hate to break it down, but he is kind of stuck in an island. But I guess he will just take the pirates by his own hands. But the pirates do not let their fallen comrades go unpunished. 8 to 1. Good attempt from the side of NID, but All Stars, they're just popping off now. They just know which angles they'll have to contest. The timings are just extremely perfect. NID, they are trying the level best, but it just feels like that now they're starting to fall short. Because the moment they're getting a kill, they are getting refragged, and now that's the All Stars, or should I say the XXLE we knew and loved. Technical timeout has been called out from, I believe, from the player's side, because I do not believe we will be having any disconnection issues, because there's a very high chance the internet issues has been solved, and if it has not been solved, I kind of expect, and I really seriously expect the players to contact Inspire Broadband as fast as possible. Okay, so it is a technical fault on the side of no idea, I guess. But let's just hope they are able to get away with it. But yeah, we're gonna allow them a little bit of time, so do stay tuned. We'll be right back after shortly. Alright, good to go. Let's go. Alright, gentlemen, looks like the issue has been resolved from the side of NID as we are gonna be heading back into the game. I hope my mic is unmuted though. What? ALS? They do have all the momentum in the world they can ask for, and they are much more flexible to have score lines like this instead of the Nair ones. But NID, they have definitely showcased what their capabilities are on the first map. And come on, NID, I have my faith on you.
Smart move.
Do the exact same thing again, but Ardab will be just walking into the crosshairs of Udit. That's just sheer experience on the side of Udit. He just knew where he may pop off and pop out. Free Fire's there. Earlier, but now we'll escape the vicinity, understanding there is a lot more threat than safety in that particular area. Hermione still holding the back line, expecting the push. The attackers are feeling pretty hesitant, and I understand why, because they don't have any smokes. Zardab got the board. That will definitely put a lot of challenges for the players.
Thirty seconds left. Coming through.
Killjoy will definitely disrupt that hacker's approach as of now. They will be forced to fall back, but Metal will take one on the way out. But I guess there's
one enemy remaining
here. They're just popping off heads, but Demon still trying to push it. As he was able to destroy the Killjoy lockdown, I do believe Arya good positioning, as he just knew exactly where the player will be popping out from as all stars. Well, they definitely did use quite a lot of utilities, but even then, they did find success. We have to give it to them, as they are just closing in nearer and nearer to have that particular position. 9-1.
Here. Gotta go.
NID starting to lose momentum very quickly and very fast. We haven't seen them on this particular situation before, but they do have capabilities to make and give all stars a run for their money. They're starting to play through their mind with the takes and the dashes out.
Gotcha, fun.
The players of NID, they will be able to find some answers to their kills, but now Ardab needs to find a kill fast. He's definitely gonna be hunted. Never mind, I think he did find a kill or an assist. Oh, never mind, he did not. Immortality.
Spike planted.
2 to 3.
That's not ready.
4 against 3.
hunt begins.
The defensive side. This is gonna be challenging, but I do appreciate how that attackers are just holding on to the objective, understanding they don't have utilities to fight back, except for Arya's ultimate, which could have
One enemy remaining.
that's yet to come. But Missile, with the flank of his own, will find all the players, and there you have it. You were talking about ultimates? They don't need any. The players of all stars will just take it by storm. Even I didn't realize that Missile was on our flank because I was so much deep into the action. Couldn't have the time to look for the map. But Missile just had it all, as the player or his teammate from heaven had it all covered. Arya and Missile, they are just swapping it off 10-1, which should have been a round for the side of NID. Now it's gonna be a round of ALS. Good God, we're walking into the destination of the third map, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be a problem. It looks like it's gonna remain a problem because they are starting to fall apart, but Metul able to find the answer onto Arya, but still Dream 1, my bad. In a pretty dangerous location. Trying to find out their friends, but will be taken out instantaneously. Para will be able to capitalize as well as Timeburn and Ardab, the last remaining survivors. But here's the question: if a plane crashes in between USA and Mexico, the borders? Where do you bury the survivors? You can answer that in the comments section, by the way. This is a question on the administrative panel as well. Let's see if you can get it. As of now, Time and Ardab does have control of A side, but the spike needs to make its way inside the objective. Oh, never mind. Who am I kidding? They're opting to go for an A take. I forgot that missile was in the opposition because I got distracted.
30 seconds left.
But looks like the defenders had the proper read. This is gonna be a
Last
take
player
as they're
standing.
taking tracks one by one, and now it's all to time burner. 1v4. The Phantom in hand and the spike as well. Extremely difficult as every single soul is just staring down the barrel. Just showed his head out of it. Last round anyways in the first half, so no point of saving either. He just accepted his fate. 11-1. As they are just not able to find the answers. All Stars might just be able to take away the first map and give us a third on the semifinals. Second first round. We do see a couple of players staring at the cameras. I do see the stress on the players of NID, and understandably so, because this is not an easy situation to be in. You had the first map, but now it's kind of do or die. Because the third map, as we haven't seen that much of a sunset, never mind, we actually have, I think. Not quite sure how that's gonna go down, but that will be answered by the players themselves. As once again, my video ninja froze, as I'm forced to reload it so that I can rejoin the action. And looks like a lot has happened already. Ardab with a triple of his own. Not sure exactly where that first top cut from, but then again, the players of NID are looking to be popping off, but it's gonna be Metul in a 1v1 against UDED. Both the exceptionally talented Douglas have to make it happen now. As UDED has the information on Metul, so does Metul onto UDED, but simply Metul does not have the edge, as UDED will go for the swing onto the angle. A very good attempt on the side of NID to equalize it, but just could not make the survival. And now, I hate to say it, but it is match point, and technically third map indicator from the side of All Stars as NID. You still have one map, but this is starting to look extremely bumpy. There's no point in saving anymore from the side of NID though, as they will be forcing it to keep themselves alive on this map. Even then, that is kind of questioning. I do question how the attackers will take this, because we have seen how UDED take control of the objective with a shotgun or a bucky in this regard. Find the isolation, but Metul will find the answer instead. Will be able to heal himself quite a bit with the soul of UDED as well. Hermione will be able to get rid of Metul with a shock guard, but the refrag game will favor the side of NID. But now Arya's like, hell or no, what about no? They're simply taking off players one by one, 2v2, and now it's all up to Dream now in a 1v2. It's gonna be difficult, if not impossible. Hermione doesn't miss shots with the Marshal. It's gonna be Arya instead to keep themselves afloat and move up to the third map, ladies and gentlemen. We are not done with Bind in Heaven. We need something as a spice on the dish, as All Stars will find their revenge on the map of Haven with a pretty spectacular and dominant fashion, with a scoreline of 13-1. And now they're looking for blood. They are out for blood. They want to play the third map, and this is gonna create a lot of pressure for the side of No Idea. They wanted it to be clean. They wanted it to be a bit more favorable. But as of now, there is just no questions that Haven is the domain owned by All Stars. Any map with 3 objectives, the players will simply crush their oppositions. As NID, again, there is no complaint from their side, from my end. They played spectacularly, but it's just a matter of experience where they fell short. But hey, they simply can get their momentum back on the third map and the last map, understanding the fact that they have given All Stars a beatdown on probably their own map. I'm not quite sure if it was selected from their side. Probably it was. But Sunset, there is no edge over here. They'll have to put everything on the line. But then again, we have seen the players of All Stars playing on Sunset in a pretty dominant fashion. So was not an exception. So was not an exception from the side of NID. So I'm still gonna call it anyone's game, ladies and gentlemen. But I do believe that NID does have what it takes to take it to the distance. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take our mental preparations for the third map, I did expect it to be a kind of a quick one. I hate to say it, but I guess the caster's curse or the jinx kind of came in the equation. I'm all in for it because as long as the night's young, we have action for you. So do stay tuned. We'll be back in a few with the third map of Sunset as we find out our second finalist going into the grand finale, who will be fighting off against No Idea. So do stay tuned. We'll be back in a few.
Get out of my way!
I am the hunter!
Here comes the party!
I got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134 and 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
Stop! That's how you want to play it.
Here comes the party!
I got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
Stall! That's how you want to play it.
Get out of my way! Here comes the party!
I got this.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
One more drink and then I'll leave.
স্ট্রিমিং হবে বাফারলেস, স্ট্রিমিং হবে আলট্রা এইচডিতে।
Stall! That's how you want to play it.
Get out of my way!
I am the hunter!
Here comes the fight!
I got this.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back with the third and last game of the day, or map of the day between All Stars and No Idea. They have certainly proven their worth that they do not know when and how the F to give up. So we need a decider. These Titans are just not easy to take down, even from by themselves. So we are heading into Sunset, where the players of All Stars will be starting off with defensive rounds. But if you missed the first map, which actually ended on technically off stream, but then again on this stream we did give it a highlight that it was a map won by the side of No Idea with a score of 13-8. But Haven was extremely dominated by the side of All Stars because they took the map with a score line of 13-1. Yeah, 13-1 it was. And now we can already see the players have locked in to go in for the action on the map of Sunset. No Idea and All Stars, both of them. It's do or die for them, as if they haven't even played the first map. But I can definitely say the players of All Stars, they do have all the momentum you can ask for. So I do wonder if the momentum for from the second round will carry on to the third map. I have heard that the players have not taken that long of a of a gap because they are kind of pumped in and they want to be done with this particular map as fast as possible because they want to crown themselves and put themselves on the pedestal of the grand finale to play against Untitled. Again, if it is the side of no idea moving on further, it's gonna be a Cinderella story for them. While if it's All Stars, it's gonna be all hell breaking loose on 23rd. So mark your days on the calendar, ladies and gentlemen, as the grand finale of Instinct Production presents, or should I say Inspire Broadband presents, Valorant Skirmish Cup Season 2 comes to an end. So, who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be Untitled? Or is it gonna be one of these teams to crown themselves with the championship title and to walk away home with a prize pool of 25K? Even though both the teams have pretty much solidified at least a pretty decent amount of cash. But again, it's not about the cash. It's about the honor to count themselves and to put it on your CV as well, probably, because let's be very honest that esports is no joke anymore, ladies and gentlemen. As as time goes, the region grows as a whole, as it just breeds new players every single day. Because again, no idea definitely came out of the blue, but they have our attentions now. They will 100% give every single soul and every single breath they have to take it to the distance. But this is something we'll have to figure out if they can really go to the distance. We are kind of loading into the game as it seems. We are having some highlights of the map, rather. So, not quite sure exactly when it's gonna have a start, but I do believe it will. It's just a matter of time. As all hell's simply gonna break loose.
This goes here.
And there you have it.
That goes there.
It is the last chance, ladies and gentlemen, for both of these teams. Who is it gonna be? You have your favorite teams. You have your favorite supported teams, rather. Now, it's showtime. As NID and ALS are pumped up, take it in the bag to move further. Call it a day. Players are slowly starting to take positions around the map. But they're being pretty
Right
damn
here.
methodical if you think about it. They're not giving out any informations, as you can already see the attackers have moved up onto the mid side without any contentions. Pear might be expecting this, as he is holding it from Boba. But the entry is yet to be made, as the flashes has been connected, but not quite executed. Maybe a paranoia from Pear, but will not go in his favor, as the covers were there from the side of the attackers. And ID knew exactly what was gonna hit them.
Spike down mid.
Might need good enough to get rid of Metul out of the equation. Finally, we are seeing a composition of a double initiator. Demon,
Here.
Cypher, as they are starting to get
Spike planted.
the
Here.
opening they were
Cage
looking for.
triggered.
So Metul is technically the flex player of their team. Demon getting rid of Missile, so the diff is gonna be there. 3v4 the side of ALS. I do see Ardab low on HP, but he does have enough hope to stay alive. But they'll have to burn the time now. The stuns are coming in, confirming this is a main push from the attacking side, but denied with
Last
the
player
flashes
standing.
available. Dream 1 and Demon able to capitalize. A lot to Arya now. Nice attempt, but time burner. It's just too calm and collected. Give this away. NID. They understood what they have done wrong on the first map, and now even they are out for revenge. They are out for blood. They do not want to let it go that easily. This map might be a very long one, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, this should do.
Because there's a very high possibility this is gonna be an extremely high voltage map, which already is. The second map was an exception.
This
The
goes
first
here.
one, because of the players not using
Revealing
Inspire
area.
Broadband and some of our admins as well. He had some issues, but the issues will be able to recovered. Second and third, as you can see, there has not been any issues. Unit has been taken out by the hands of Time Burner. Arya forced to fall back. With the classics in their hand, they're not given too much space to take control of. That's exactly what the players of NID wants.
Last
Hermione
player
almost
standing.
able to take a double kill of his own, but instead it's all up to Missile. Has to be a Missile to make it happen, but as of now, that's not going to be the case, as the players of NID will just take it away. No guns to recover, as they were all using classics. So a couple of ghosts in the hands of NID probably will be dispatched to the players who has been in the dust this round to have some flexibility with the economy, but maybe, just maybe, they will even have a couple of buys to retaliate their opposition's buys. I do see a Vandal already in the hands of Dream 1, but it is the instant replay, so that particular Vandal has to come in handy. As I do see a couple of... I think the Bulldog was bought. Not quite sure if it was saved. Probably not. But Demon, definitely that Stinger was bought because his economy does say so. Demon 1, I keep saying him. That's what happens when you watch BCT and you have a username close to a BCT player. Even though Sub Rosa and Rosa are close, but still but Hermione! What the hell did he just do? Melting 3 players in a matter of seconds, and now Time Burner's wondering what the hell just happened. They have taken one Vandal of their opposition on their bonus round, but 1 for the price of 3. You cannot call that a trade, ladies and gentlemen. Hermione is just showing off that he deserves to have the limelight. 2v4. As NID is pretty much in a pickle. They're not finding the confidence to go for the commitment, but I would recommend them to stay away from elbow if possible. There you have it. That's the answer. And that's why you did. Going over aggressive with the quad dash as well. Or should I say just slide. And the players of All Stars will finally have an answer for themselves on their opposition's full buy. Sorry, bonus round. But you have to give credits to Hermione here, though. That one spray and the lineup from their opposition just melted the players. And there were simply no surviving. Uded was not able to get the second, but Arya was just around the corner to get the refrag. The team compositions are just on par with the players of NID from ALS. I mean, they are actually just going neck to neck. It's a game of gunfights. Dream 1 will find success against Uded and expecting somebody to be inside the smoke, and he's not wrong though. Hermione. Pretty much of a pickle.
Cage triggered.
Again, not sure if he will commit to it.
I know exactly where you are.
They are actually committing B-side. Is a lot of balls, if I want to be honest, because they kind of walked into exactly what the defenders were, but I guess they are feeling confident that they want to take the fights head on. Hermione good for 1 with the Huntress Fury. I do believe it's all to Metul now. Sorry, not Metul, but Time Burner and Dream 1. These are pretty close in proximate. Hermione. Fight to jiggle for a 1v2. The Clutch Master will not find it, unfortunately, as the players of NID are just showing off that they did not choose this map for shit. They wanted it to be theirs, and they are showing off that they will keep the lead for themselves on a 3-1. As the UIs have definitely disappeared, but at least we have it in our minds. Which will be joining us in a little bit of time, but you have to admit, NID, they are popping off as the players of All Stars. Yet to find an answer, but I'm sure that they will. They always have. But if it's a heartbreak for the players or the supporters of All Stars, pretty damn sure Rose is gonna have a huge laugh on that, because these are his ex-teammates, at least 2 of them. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just beating on the bush way too much. Pair, good for one. On to Demon. And this, just a heads up by that means that both the teams did win one map, so the maps on the boxes we have under the numbers has disappeared. So yeah, there you go.
Right here.
Now it looks much more better, which actually indicates this is indeed the third map. The All-Stars, Genesis and Nico, they have found proper values. They're mining off the board, but even then, I do believe the weapon has been recovered if he had any to begin. Dream, what nice shot onto you, Red. Wow, the flick as well. I know there's way too many targets to go for. With one of his own, Dreamman with another one of his own, and now it's all up to none other than Perrer, but before I could have even pronounced the name, he will be taken into hell. 1 to 4 as All-Stars.
I'm out of here.
They're slightly crippling now.
This is a nice spot.
They did have the momentum, but looks like the shift has been there. Zen ID. Good God.
Right here. Repel them.
They are just not taking prisoners. They want to take all the revenge they can get their hands on from the second map. They are angry. They are pissed. To be very honest, I'm all in for it. The rivalry needs to go on as well, so that the region can grow as a whole, because competition actually allows the room for flexibility and improvement. So, as this team is giving All-Stars a run for their money, we're definitely gonna see a lot more newbies and up-and-coming underdogs as well share their stories. But looks like that as of now, All-Stars, they're really angry with the fact that they have lost so much rounds as they're trying to make a rotation. Around you that will speak with the owl drone for a distraction of the foster displacement. There you have it, All-Stars falls on their board as they're starting to bring it back as well. But I have to give it to Pair a bit more, because his opening with the double kill onto Dream and Demon was actually the initiator. Actually, never mind. I don't think it was Pair who got both of the kills. And never mind, I actually forgot who they were. But these catalysts are certainly coming in play, as the aggression from the side of All-Stars is just gonna remain unrivaled. Still, NID does have
Revealing area.
advantage of having on their board, and looks like this is something which will not last too long, because All-Stars, they are being extremely aggressive now, catching all the players of NID with their pants down. This is gonna be a problem for them, because they'll have to at least decide which objective to commit. They are kind of stacking quite often, and I guess the players of All-Stars understands that, and that's exactly why they are gambling B-side on a retake. I mean, Missile does have utilities lying over there, but even then, that's a huge one. Camera will be deployed, probably will be able to spot out the breach in the action as well, as the rotation has been called in. Missile knows what's up over here, as he is playing from bow up, hugging behind the pillar, waiting for the players to make the first mistake. I don't know if they know this is a Cypher site, but the wire will be spotted out. Demon just allows the players to cross, but then again, Demon, even with the suppressor, he will be heard inside of the smoke. And Arya will take him down with the Vandal. Sometimes the noise, or should I say, the vocalization comes out of success and game sense. You cannot just muffle that, and that's something here the All-Stars are taking advantage of. The top is running down. Arda will be able to get rid of a missile, but still, the plan needs to go down. Come on, boys, you need to find the opening. But no, man! He will just make sure the plan doesn't go down, and there you have it. They will go for a cleanup area as well. Smith was the last one surviving, but so much for so much. He got a double kill of his own, but Yura's gonna find a triple. And now, All-Stars, they're on the brink of kind of totaling their opposition. as all the players of All Stars kind of dived in as if this is Overwatch to touch the objective, to go inside, deny the plan, no matter what happens. They don't want this to be happening. Metul was the last player surviving, getting a double, but you did. Pretty far away, playing it safe, spamming to the smokes as well. And now All Stars, this is their chance to turn the tables around. There's a very high chance they will be able to get away with this, equalize the odds. As this reminds me exactly how the map of Bind went. Very neck to neck till a scoreline of 7-7. Then we all got. I mean, I didn't get disconnected, even though I do not use Inspire Broadband, but still, I will be getting my hands on the connections, as you can see their plans on the screen. But as I was saying, because of the disconnection issue, it was not on stream, unfortunately, but we did get the confirmation that NID was the victorious team with the scoreline to 13-8. All Stars, we have taken one player out of the equation. One of the most influential one, I would say. But Time Burner, he was no exception. Sitting on 9 kills, able to get rid of Missile, but Udar is also going to be able to capitalize and make sure that his team is going to be staying on the lead. They do not want these weapons to be recovered, but Arda way too good on the trigger discipline. And Hermione with a double of his own, and Hermione make it a triple. And he will not take any prisoners. All Stars and NID will go neck to neck. But I'll have to give credit to NID as well, as they were able to get pretty decent frags on their ecos, which will certainly allow them to have those ultimate orbs ready and up and running, and at the same time go for their full buys. That was the last player surviving, but there was no point in saving a sheriff. Instead, just go for the fight, do some damage, maybe break the armor at least, so they are forced to spend 1,000 creds on that particular utility.
Cage triggered.
And now the Rolling Thunder available. Missile just knows it's gonna be a storm upon him, but then again he did have the angles, able to able to find one. I do believe never mind, he doesn't have the emerald theft to reveal the location. Demon will be able to get one of his own, though both those ciphers are just popping off! And it will be a cipher diff after all. Demon getting one Aria, and you are just making a massacre! What happened in 1989? In Tiananmen Square, they asked. NID said nothing, and All Stars just reminded them it was the massacre. It is gonna be a bloodbath, as we do see a couple of friendship dances on the bodies of the players of NID from the side of All Stars, as they take the lead for the first time in this map. And I have to admit, All Stars, they control the momentum now. It's extreme fast retakes from the side of All Stars. NID, we're just not ready for it. At least I can expect from the side of Time Burner, because he did deploy his ultimate, because he expected to have some space, but even that was not given to him. That just showcases how dominant and how much hours of grinding gives you in the game of Valorant. And any competitive title, actually, let's be very honest. All Stars, they have been the top dogs. They want to fight the top dogs again. And again, NID has something else to say about it, as they are going to be able to take off two very crucial players. But what if player does the same, making it a 3v3?
Shadows traveling.
This is going to be messy if you think about it, because now the attackers don't quite have the best of buys available. And on top of that, as the cherry on top, Pair has been taken out. Time Burner and Dream, last player surviving, the top fraggers of the game. The problem is Time Burner is super low on HP. He needs to be taken to a doctor. The problem is, in the game of Valorant, the doctors are not available. The healers are sleeping, as they are not in play. They'll have to take this fight head on. As once again, my Video Ninja just freezes as I'm forced to take a refresh. This is just me not using Inspire Broadband, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm not a part of the lag-free revolution. As you can see, it on speed missile. Nice shots though, even though it was looking pretty sluggish on our end. But Time Burner, the last player standing, can try to get a couple of kills of his own to farm that ultimate orb. But it's gonna be difficult to say the very least. He will be able to find one, but the time is ticking. Can try to go for the plan.
10 seconds left.
He's gonna do exactly just that. The players are just pushing him from the Market side. The lineup was there, but unfortunately none of the frags will be connecting as Perrer and Uded, both of them will survive. The refusal, there's a lot of time to go for as Perrer goes for shopping to recover maybe a couple of skins from his fallen teammates or opposition. All Stars is in the lead, and they will keep themselves in the lead, 6-4. And ID can still make it count to make it a 6-6, but this still looks very much difficult, if not impossible. I'm not gonna call it impossible. They had their moments to shine, but it's just well, let's just say it's gonna be difficult. It's not impossible. Now, Judith and Hermione would for a couple of their own kills with the ultimates they have. The Hunter should be much more viable here. Then again, it is Hermione doing Hermione stuff. Judith, he had to go up and close and personal. Hermione didn't need to do that, but they have found their value on their opposition's eco. Technical eco, because they are kind of low on HP. Ardab and Demon will definitely switch guns because Ardab doesn't have that much of a chance to recover from the gunfights, but again, he did recover a Vandal. He could have given it to the player with a better HP. But still, not the best of ideas, considering all it takes is one headshot to the head from the Vandals of their opposition. They are popping off heads. Arya will be able to find stuns as well. He has a proper read on the Cypher as well, forcing him to fall back, and there you have it. It's just a clusterfuck. There is just no angles to escape, but never mind. Ardab good for one, but Hermione will take the refrag instantaneously. It's all up to Demon. Does have decent amount of HP, but the angles just do not favor him. All Stars will confirm their lead for the first time. Oh, who am I kidding? Never mind. On the second half, they did have the lead. Second map, they did have the lead. They will confirm the lead on the third map. And ID starting to gather a lot of pressure, but they do have a full buy, I believe, this time around. So, yeah, I do have my hopes up for their side, because the worst that can happen this time around is gonna be a 7-5. Oh, sorry, the best which can happen here is gonna be a 7-5 on the side of NID, and they can definitely make a comeback from here. But it has to be a bit more systematic, which was not applicable from the side of the computer. Just rushing in into the opposition's cross here, hugging them as if they are their brothers-in-law.
Perfect.
Last player standing.
Get a double, but not
Spike down mid.
One is gonna be extremely careful this time around. It's also missile. Have the shorty, but the shorty is not gonna work. He's gonna have a smile on his face because he doesn't just care. Because he was having fun. And replay. We get to see the players of All Stars are just having a chill moment. They are trying to win this, no questions about it. But even then, they're just popping off heads one by one. Missile just walked into the smoke with the shorty in hand, and he's like, "Hey, shorty, what's up?" There you go. Look at the smile. Command them with the legend. Does still have the lead in their favor. Going to the second pistol round as we walk into the absolute abyss. Either of these teams, All Stars or NID. Who is it gonna be? You did. I'm not surprised to see him dashing inside of elbow. Such an aggressive take onto A side. Care? We're getting a 3-1. The attack to take absolute control inside the objective. Ardab good for one of his own, but I guess that's something which will be capitalizing, considering this is converted to 3v3. Okay, Demon, nice shots, I have to admit. Arya good for one of his own as well, but that Sheriff could have been a make it or break it for either of these teams. The problem for the remaining players on the defensive side is they're super low. They don't need a Sheriff to take him out. Even a classic, even a shotgun probably will be enough in the distance. Take them out as they're super low on HP, but still the potato fist on the side of Uded, but still Arya able to capitalize, so will Uded. As ALS will keep their lead, not letting it go. NID still a lot of reading zone to work with, but I'm damn sure that they will not take it lightly. I understand this is something they'll have to eco on, but from their own full buys, they cannot, and I kid you not, they cannot risk losing the rounds. We do get to see the sprays of a cat getting head patted by Omen. I mean, I have 3 of them, so I must admit they are extremely satisfying to pat and to just adore in general. But the players of All Stars, they just rushed in.
Gotta
No
go.
competitions whatsoever. You did. Doesn't care. He is gonna be diving in as he's waiting for his dash to be prepared. Oh no. Now he knows there is imminent threat available. He will be stunned, but he will have the opportunity to hide. He doesn't have the slide anymore, but okay, Cypher and the Breach are holding a 3-5-way angle, but who's gonna get the kill? I don't think so. It's not Yurid, but Missile is right on the corner. Cover his teammates.
One
All of
enemy
Ardab now,
remaining.
1v1. Very much winnable. Flashes are gonna be dispatched. Terror does have a better weapon for longer ranges, and that's exactly where he is gonna shine. Will recover that Bulldog and that Sheriff to drop one of his teammates and to use it for the future rounds. But now NID, as I was saying, this is where they technically have their final stance. They cannot, and I kid you not, they cannot risk any more rounds. Otherwise, the players of All Stars will just walk away in the distance into the horizon, as the players of NID will be forced to play against the players of Thoda Casual Hai for 3rd position, but none of them wants that, at least yet. The semi-finals, they want to take it all. NID full buy. I do see 3 Vandals available from the side of ALS, but I kind of wonder, how is this gonna be taken? Will they simply overrun the objective, or methodically? Probably methodically, because the players of All Stars are being patient and extremely slow. And I like what I see, because now that they know their oppositions has the chance to head tap away just like them, if not better. It is better, actually. Who am I kidding? They will not risk it too much. Hermione is a monster with that Marshall, but we'll have to connect the headshots. The kill, otherwise it's still gonna be 101 damage. Beam1 will be tagged significantly, forcing him to fall back as the attackers finally may take their entry. Time Burner goes down, Ardab will with a double kill of his own. Terror and Yurid able to capitalize as well. 2v2. Weapon not been recovered from the side of Hermione yet. Arya is low on HP, so I do believe Hermione will be recovered, but Ardab will be given with Arya here. It is Ardab and Hermione. One against one, both of them pretty low on HP, but it's gonna be extremely applicable to the side of Ardab, making noise as well, with 5 HP to his name. Phantom has been recovered on the side of Hermione. Okay, Hermione is simply laughing that, hey, hamara ult course hai, dekho, solo ult course hai, but whatever. I do understand why he did that. He wants to confirm the round, but the time is ticking. And I do believe this is a round in favor of the side of NID, because the clock did run down. So, nothing in their favor. But good calls have been made from the side of NID as well, as they understand they cannot risk rounds. They will use their best utilities if applicable, as Hermione just understands it was an unwinnable round with that Rolling Thunder. But what also gives them that breathing room is that they know that now that Rolling Thunder will take 9 more kills or deaths or orb secures to be back online. That is one of the most expensive ultimates you can get yourself on, ladies and gentlemen. But it was a worth investment, considering it is 6-9, not the other way around, sadly. Would have loved it if it was. But the players do seem to be like they are punishing the overextenders. Arya wants one more, or should I say the opening of his own. 4v4, shotguns available from both of the sides, with one Sheriff being an imposter, Ardab with one onto Perrer. As I said, this game might go for a very long time, and looks like it is going to be the case. This Timeburner will be getting rid of Missile, but Arya will be getting rid of Dream 1 as well. 2v3 situation, very much possible for the side of NID. Etul takes the refusal, but now the Rolling Thunder from the opposition is going to be there, and Hermione able to capitalize. Arya will be able to find one more, and now Timeburner in a pickle, which probably could have been a run for the side of NID, just converted into a run of ALS. And again, these players are just showcasing they are not afraid to use the ultimates when it comes down to the wire. They will use it on a solo player if they must, because they both know the momentum can shift very, very quickly, and the players of All Stars do not want to risk anything whatsoever. Good attempts from the side of NID as they got the frags, but just unfortunate that they could not find their footing. 10-6. This ALS again push the opposition to an eco, and they just know that Dream 1 is gonna be chasing an orb to get that base run available. You did.
Spike planted.
Eyes down. My ult's ready. Right here.
Was, but okay, 11 to 7. Maybe it was actually forgot because it has been a pretty long pause actually when I think about it. But now back in action. And the players of All Stars started to dive inside the objective, not showing any remorse, not showing any form of, how do I put it, breaks, if I may. You did. To open things up by getting rid of Dream 1, and Time Burner will be taken out by Arya, getting a double of his own, and now Nethul trying to get his revenge onto his for his fallen teammate, but now he's all by himself on 1v5. Muhammad who might as well be on the boss, and it certainly is. You did. He's showing off his dominance with the knife in his equation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is, I hate to say it, but it is all the side of All Stars sitting on match point, map point, and grand final point against NID. NID, they had such an amazing run, but now they'll have to take all this and they'll have to make a comeback of the century to make it into overtime. We haven't seen it, but we definitely know they have the capabilities. One more mistake, and the problem for the side of NID is they are on an eco. This is gonna hurt quite a lot. The final lane in the coffin will be there in the nick of time. Arya, good for one. Time Burner will resurrect himself. You did. Still very much alive. Still, I do see the players of NID falling off as well, as Arya is all up to the demon now in a show with a shorty, or should I say with a judge in his hand. He's the judge, he's the jury! And
win.
it is All Stars who will be playing against Untitled, which was expected, but still, it is gonna be the grand final you expected. But then again, NID, they really gave All Stars a run for their money on the first map. But Haven was something they did break their momentum, and they also was able to recover it. But in the end, I have to admit, the players of No Idea just shattered a lot of things, but they just could not go that extra mile against the players of All Stars, as they will fight for the third position against Tora Casual Hey on 23rd, probably. I'm not sure if it is, but probably, which will not be streamed, unfortunately. But, oh, okay, it's gonna be tomorrow, which is, yeah, technically today, because it's almost 12:40 on the clock. But, ladies and gentlemen, the Cinderella story will have to wait, but I kid you not, No Idea is gonna be a team we will be looking out for, because they have an extremely talented roster of exceptionally gifted players. And they do have what it takes to go that extra mile. And I personally will be looking out for them in the near future so that I can keep up with their action. And I would love to see them on the same team, or maybe heck in our organization. Come on, someone pick them up. And from the side of All Stars, I'm not disappointed. And I must say, this was kind of expected, and even from the audience's side, probably, as they have the experience on the board, as they will take the semifinals with a scoreline to 2-1, while their competitor, Untitled, had it with a scoreline of nothing but 2-0, where Rosa was a demon of his own. And now, let's see how this goes, actually. The grand final is going to be something we will have to watch, ladies and gentlemen, because let's be very honest. That is going to be where all hell's going to break loose. Rosa finally playing against his ex-teammates. Is it going to be revenge, or is it going to be just a usual gameplay of Valorant where competitiveness is going to be staying on the peak? As you get to see the maps which have been played and the scorelines as well. Oh well. No Idea. They definitely picked Bind for a reason, but the rest of them, All Stars just read them like an open book, and they just could not hang on. But then again, I shall not count them out of the equation. Again, as I did say, that they were able to replicate an amazing show for us. But All Stars, I really hope they are ready to face off against Rosa. Again, they should know exactly how Rosa plays, because they have been teammates back in the day. But same applies to the players of Untitled as well. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's been a very long 95, and I'll be honest. So we may not have any more actions tonight, but we will have a lot more on the day after tomorrow. Or should I say tomorrow, to be exact, on 23rd. So mark your calendars, as we will be having a lot more action on the board. So mark your calendar, stay tuned with the page, and make sure that you do not miss any of the Valorant action we have. Till then, take care, good night, and this is Space Sets signing out.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
Lag! If it's jump between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.